civic tech organization Budget says it has uncovered 11,122 project insertions worth 6.93 trillion naira introduced by the National Assembly into the 2025 budget. In its 2025 budget tracking report tagged National Assembly insertions in the 2025 budget, the organization says its analysis reveals that 238 projects valued at over 5 billion naira each, with a cumulative value of 2.29 trillion naira, were inserted without much effort at justifying them. In the report signed by the organization's senior communications associate Nancy Odimegu, Budget notes with shock that 39% of all insertions, being 4,371 projects worth 1.72 trillion naira, were forced into the Ministry of Agriculture's budget, inflating its capital from 242.5 billion naira to 1.95 trillion naira, while the Ministries of Science and Technology and Budget and Economic Planning saw bloated alterations of 994.8 billion naira and 1.1 trillion naira respectively from insertions alone. Budget identifies some of the anomalies to include 1,477 street lights worth 393.29 billion naira, 538 boreholes totaling 14.53 billion naira, and 6.7 billion naira earmarked for empowerment of traditional rulers. Budget is therefore calling on President Bola Tinubu to reform the budgeting process and on the Attorney General of the Federation to seek constitutional interpretation of the powers of appropriation of Nigeria's National Assembly.
I want to say that the figures being discovered now, is a pointer to the fact that we have this poor governance, whether it's in terms of budget, whether it's in terms of whatever. You can see that there's a general poor governance. If in a year's budget, that a certain agency of the government is in charge of, they spend all their time packaging the budget, and it's taken to the National Assembly. And at the end of the day, you have those figures you are mentioning as errors or unexpected insertions by whatever group. Then it shows that the shortage job is being done. Okay? And let me remind us that the budget is law, So there's need to be meticulous in making the law. But when it comes to budget, which is talking about allocating money, essentially, so there are all kinds of vested interests, who even deliberately we decide to alter figures or decide to make it insertions that ought not to be there. So it is still the corruption, that I had, somebody saying in your studio a few minutes ago. It goes to point as corruption because people know that when they start some figures, at the end of the day, they will be the beneficiaries, either directly or in terms of their constituency or whoever that we gain, but that somebody will gain that they intend to gain. So that is why you have such, insertions and what they call errors. But they should not be in a budget, which is a serious document, an annual document for that matter. It is law. And making law is not a child's play. It's something that they have to apply, their seriousness, in making it by the National Assembly. But look at what we are having now. So it's a serious indictment on the shortage job that the National Assembly is doing.
Some of the figures are mind-boggling if you consider them. I wonder if you've looked at them in detail. For example, 1,477 streetlight projects worth 393 billion naira. Well, we don't know the details of it. It's just the sheer number for streetlight projects. There's also 6.7 billion naira for empowerment of traditional rulers. And somewhere down the line, you also have 3 billion naira for utility vehicles to support farmers and distribution agents. And, one wonders where the justification for these figures are.
You find out that people have interest in terms of what they want to get from the budget. You now hear what is called constituency budget or constituency allocation. Where is that? Where is that in the constitution? And you hear that senator is getting so billion for constituency project. A member of the House of Reps is getting so billion for constituency project and all that. So they who are all involved in making the budget have vested interest, and that is to show corruption in all those places. So they are really not working for the development of the economy, so to speak, but for what they can get. I said it directly or indirectly. That is what is manifesting. That is what is showing. So even if you tell the president to go and change human beings who are involved in the process and all that, it's not that they don't know what to do. They know what to do, the right thing to do. But they end up doing what they want to do so that they get what they want to get, or favor who they want to favor, or favor the section they want to favor in the economy or in the polity. That is what is played out. I mean, you don't have novices in all these places. As a matter of fact, they are experts and very experienced. And that is why they're able to do what they are doing. It's only that it's discovered by budget this time around. So that is the situation. Thank you.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innocent Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.